California Chrome shines bright in the Kentucky Derby. Commanding Curve was second.
Welcome into Airshow Sports. It's your boy Young Cantu with a special edition of Derby Talk. Thanks for tuning in. I got Pop DiBiase and also David Chavez, my two hosts alongside for this great show.
Oh yeah, it's my absolute pleasure, man. If this is the race of races right here, this is the national championship, the Super Bowl, whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to my Uncle Dave to start us off with his top three contenders going into the Derby.
Okay, well, I like to play the Derby, and the way I like to play, of course, I like to cash a ticket at the end, and I like it to be a nice ticket. So I don't really like to jump on the favorite. But I've also had a lot of tickets, where if I don't play the favorite, I don't get to cash. And so the first one I'm going to have to say off the bat is I like essential quality and I like the versatility. The versatility of essential quality puts them in there. With 20 horses in a race, you can't always get one type of race. That's why you could end up with a winner that nobody expects, because you never know which horse is going to get the perfect ride. And if you have a versatile horse, you can put yourself where you want to be. With his improving pattern, and as a 3-year-old, I can't leave him off my ticket. So am I giving you three? I'm giving you one at a time.
Go ahead and let's say that's your top pick for now. Pop, let's go for you.
Yeah. If I had to put one pick, I wouldn't put the favorite. So
okay, well, that's one of Uncle Dave's picks. He likes essential quality. Pop, reveal one of your top three contenders.
Essential quality is a heck of a horse. 5 for 5, 3 grade ones, all in Kentucky. One was done in Arkansas. That was the grade 3 Southwest. But there's just something so special about Rock Your World. That horse came out first 2 times out, was a turf horse, and ridden by 2 different jockeys, and was exceptional in both of those races. And then ran the race, his best race to date once it hit the dirt, beating down Medina Spirit. Didn't have a duel with him. He beat him down. And John Sadler said he set this up to make sure that horse was ready to roll when it was time to get to that Santa Anita Derby, instead of throwing him in the races like the Sham and the Bob Lewis, which Medina Spirit won, so pretty much Rock Your World is it's tough for me to look past that horse. I couldn't believe they even let the horse slip past the 5-1. You could look at the form and say, this horse ready to roll. And it's sad, if Sadler, the horse is going to pop. And then the horse is also owned by a former trainer as well too, and Ron McAnally. So, they knew what was going on. So the connection is there.
I'll throw this last thing out for the viewers to take note. We made a lot of talk about Rock Your World. Rock Your World has a lot of similarities to the 2006 Kentucky Derby winner, Barbaro. Barbaro was a 3-time turf winner before he won his first race on dirt, which was a Holy Bull at Gulfstream, which was a grade 3. He then went into the Derby and won it going away. Rock Your World is a 2-time turf winner who won the Santa Anita Derby in his first start on dirt. Now he goes into the Kentucky Derby. And Pop, one thing you also failed to mention that would give him more credibility going into this race is he's going to get Rosario aboard.
Oh, I was going to mention it. I just don't want to eat up the time. Joel Rosario, he broke the maiden on this horse. Rispoli was responsible for the last 2 wins, and you know what? It could have been either or. The horse is special. I think Rock Your World off at 7-1.
Okay, what do you think, Theo Dave?
I really like Rock Your World too, for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is he's lightly raced. He did something for the first time, and he actually got better. When you do something for the second time, which will be a second time on dirt, he has a lot of room for improvement.
Last Santa Anita Derby champion to win the Kentucky Derby was Justified in 2018, and before that it was California Chrome in 2014. Rosario, the jockey on Rock Your World, won the Derby with Orb in 2013. So he's won the Derby before. As you can tell, the viewers at home were definitely making a case for Rock Your World. It's safe to say that both you two like both Rock Your World and Essential Quality. I'm gonna throw a horse at you that you guys might be playing in your exotics, but I think he's a horse that's more than capable of placing, if not winning, the whole race, and that's Known Agenda, the Florida Derby winner. He's Todd Pletcher trained, and he's got one of the hottest jockeys in all of horse racing, and that's Irad Ortiz. Pop, who's your other horse you want to talk about?
All right, this is a horse that I'm going to catch you guys a little bit off guard with this one. Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie finished second to Essential Quality in the juvenile, and then was able to win the Louisiana Derby in convincing fashion as well too. And Hot Rod Charlie's just getting better, and pretty much Flavian Pratt, Doug O'Neill is a good match. And it's weird not to see him go with Mario, because Mario got him his 2 Kentucky Derby winners as well. So pretty much, Flavian is the new kid on the block. And I got a great story about Flavian Pratt as well too, because I've been dealing with this guy since he came over. When he was just a little 12-5 jockey, you know what I mean, just trying to make his way. So pretty much, all in all, Hot Rod Charlie's just getting better, and he's ran against the best of them. He's finished behind these horses, so it could be his day in the sun on May 1st. That's what I'm looking at right now when it comes down to it, because sometimes horses just, when they keep seeing the same horses that they've been competing against, they're ready to win. And I kind of take the firing line mentality with that, who did come up short, but that was a horse I was really high on, and that horse finished second to the Great American Pharaoh. So you know what? Hey, there's that I was close. That's what
I like Hot Rod Charlie. Uncle Dave, what do you make of that? And who's another horse you consider?
Well, Hot Rod Charlie is a good choice, because what I was going to mention is that the last 5 winners of the Kentucky Derby, or at least the last 5 that have crossed the line first, have been on the lead or close to the lead. I like to go with those lightly raced horses that are on the improve. When you're lightly raced and you're on the way up, we just don't know how far up they're going to go. And so I'm going to give you a horse that I like, and it's been mentioned. I like Soup and Sandwich. And a Soup and Sandwich, if you go back and watch that Florida Derby, he had a very interesting race. He was close to the pace, right? Somebody else set the pace, and then he put his eyes right on that horse, and he put that horse down. Then there was another horse that came up right on him. He put his eyes on that horse, and he put that horse down, and then he was on the lead in the stretch when the horse Known Agenda passed him, and he was green in that. He was green on the lead in the stretch. He didn't change leads, and if Mark Cassidy could straighten that problem out, he may have some more left. I like a horse that fights you. So when you look another horse in the eye and you put him away, or you see a horse that duels and duels and duels and then emerges, those are the kind of things that I look for, and so I think Soup and Sandwich showed a little bit of that, and he's got to straighten out that thing about changing leads in the lane. But if he does, he may still have some fight left. Go back and watch that Florida.
I think he's currently 23-1.
Medina Spirit, just real quick, he presents the Baffert horse here, and it's a Florida bred as well. And the one thing about this horse is he's never finished worse than second. He's either won or he's finished second. And when you got a horse that's like this horse right here, they're going to always pose the danger in a spot like this. And I feel like it's a kind of a Silver Charm situation, because Silver Charm kind of got blew away in the Santa Anita Derby as well too. And then they brought him back around, and he ran against a great field just like this one right here. And, that was Baffert's first. And this one right here could be another, and the horse did win the Bob Lewis as well too. So I think that the horse can be in the monies.
Yeah, Medina Spirit is worth considering. He's,
right,
battle-tested horse who's been up with some of the best, and he would have won most of those races if it weren't for Life is Good. So obviously, I'm just going to throw it out there. The keys to the victory are, I think it's going to come down to positioning. And, positioning, that's really what it comes down to. When horses can find their strides without getting malpositioned, that's my definition of positioning in this, and that's the biggest thing in the Kentucky Derby, because you can get caught behind a wall of horses and not have anywhere to run. It doesn't matter how fast you can run. And So, you know, when I look at the jockeys as well, you know, who are the best jockeys in the game at getting their horses in position to actually have a chance at the top of the stretch? I'm looking at Pratt, I'm looking at Rosario, I'm looking at Irad Ortiz right now. Those are the top 3 jockeys in the game. So you look at it, Irad Ortiz on Known Agenda, Pratt's on Hot Rod Charlie, Rosario's on Rock Your World.
All in all, I really do feel like I agree with both of you guys. It's going to be about the horse that can get the best break, in my opinion. But you got to have the right jockey for this thing as well, too. If you got a green jockey, you might luck up and get you to 3rd place or something of that nature. But the big boys that you just brought up, bro, those guys are going to make sure they put their horses in position. And if they feel like they're going to have to deep close here, then they can deep close here as well, too, because this race presents that type of situation. Because if they go too fast on the first quarter mile, this race is going to get out of hand on the stretch. So, you know, if you hit the front first, you kind of want to be relaxed, take it easy, and you know, pretty much get yourself reared up, ready to roll once you hit that stretch. But the weather always is going to play the part as well, too.
For sure. So many factors.
Well, it's always exciting, right? 3 years old, lightly raced, going longer than they've ever have, you know, right. And on a track that a lot of them haven't ran at, you know, so that's what makes it so hard and makes it so tough. And you know, I'd rather be smart after the Derby's over than to be smart before. So that's all I'll say.
Good deal. Well, thanks for tuning in, and for all the viewers who have tuned in to this Derby preview, subscribe and like our channel as we're going to come at you with some more content. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and like. It's your boy Young Cantu signing off. My bad, y'all. I kind of